Here's our location. It's a bridge. It looks kind of cool. We've got mini quads blasting around in the background.
We're at the secret spot.
Shh. Don't tell the other people that are already here that already know about it.
It's okay. The people that are already here are the ones that told me about it, so they can know. And you guys can know. Well, you guys can see it, but you just can't know exactly what it's at.
Hey guys, we're at the bridge now.
We are at the location.
Check out the bridge. Look up.
Now look at everybody else who's here.
We're with the regular crew here, just had to have some fun. We're basically just flying around here, just enjoying ourselves. We've got a couple of toys to play with.
Yes.
And we're coming up with some games that we're going to play whilst we're here.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. We're out here for a fun fly. We ran into this really cool toy called the Prosight Connex. We're gonna check that out and we're gonna go talk to these guys. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, how's it going? I'm Eric. Go by Canasty here and there.
Hey, I'm Charles. I'm FPV Aces and with the IDRA.
Guy hiding behind a thing.
Hey, what up everybody? I'm Kanoodle from the Quad Talk Podcast.
Hey, I'm Christian from Elevate by DroneFlux.
I'm Cornell Herg from Elevate by DroneFlux.
Hi, I'm Chad and I'm from a show called Rotor Riot. Right, so let's get in there and have some fun. Let's fly some stuff around, let's check out the toys.
Let's go, I want to see what this is all about.
This is the Connex Prosight. It's the first HD FPV system made for drone racing. So what we got here is a diversity receiver connected to a 1080 DVR right in the back. This is our Prosight rig. As you can see, after 50 crashes, it's taken some abuse and it's still kicking. We got the 720 camera right up front. The video transmitter outputs to 720p 30 and 720i 60. The 720p 30 is the HQ mode, the high quality mode. And what that allows you to do is get greater detail from all over. I mean, you have real-time high dynamic range with this camera. With the 720i, you get a little bit lesser quality, but you get 60 frames per second.
Oh my god, this is amazing. Where's the thing at? All right, cool. Who's up? All right, do this. All right. It looks so crazy with the big old antenna on top. It actually looks like a spoiler for a car. I wonder if it actually gives you some downforce. That's at least that's the excuse I would say.
There's a little bit of noise, but no breakup, guys. You see like little purple blocks, like little pixels appearing
So Minecraft
instead of black and white lines.
The Minecraft kids come along and just go, you know what, I'm gonna mine for diamonds right in front of your screen.
Exactly.
With a diamond axe and diamond armor, because diamond armor is the best, that's right.
That was an experience. I love it.
Okay, my turn. Okay, how do I adjust this?
You're gonna damage his perfect hair. Wait.
Cool.
Wait.
There you go.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa.
This is crazy. The detail is crazy. I can see every single leaf. I feel like I can shoot any gap. I'm not going to because I don't want to wreck it right now.
That's my job.
Actually, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna try it right now just because I can see. It's the confidence that you get from shooting like tiny little gaps with shrubbery it goes up by like 10 easily.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm seeing a little bit of noise, which, as Cornell described earlier, it's like blocks. Let me go back behind this. That smells good. It smells like pizza. Can we switch to 60 now? I want to see what that's all about. But
Yeah.
the clarity is amazing.
First thing you'll need to do is land.
first.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It definitely takes some getting used to.
What's your thoughts on the widescreen?
That's the part that I need to get used to. I'm so used to like the 4x3, and here I do feel like I want to do this, like just kind of like
look around.
eyeballing all around.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you just start to get used to the fact that all you really gotta look at is it's at the center, It's
What's
fun.
your thoughts on like the vertical view? I know it's going to look wider because it is a wider screen, but do you feel like you don't have the field of view in a vertical sense to what you normally fly with your current setup? Is it less?
I feel like it's a little bit less, but where you gain it is in the wide.
Yeah.
But for me, the drawback, and again, this is just kind of a matter of getting used to it. Your sense of proximity to things changes.
Yep.
So like when I was going through some of the gaps, I wasn't extremely confident, but I was confident that I could hit the gap, if that makes sense, because I could see every little detail, every little twig, or what we used to call a ghost branch is no longer a ghost. You could actually see it. What's the milliwatts? What's it transmitting at?
It goes from 25 to 100.
So it's dynamic.
Dynamic.
25 to 100
Yeah,
milliwatts?
and it's automatically switching depending on what region you are.
You want to
milliwatts.
Yeah, you want to know the really cool the
Milliwatts.
really cool thing about that, because it's digital, it opens up a whole new level in terms of licenses. So all of these limitations that we have are all to do with the analog signal.
Really?
So now when you switch to digital, all of a sudden you can go for a lot bigger power without needing to have anything in terms of these ham licenses and such.
Sorry. All right, so now we're into the 60 frames per second, and I notice a huge drop in quality for sure. It still looks. Actually, I don't know. I need to go back onto my analog to see just how big of a difference it is. But let's see what the actual flight does now. And this is a lot more like what I'm used to. This is a lot more like what I'm used to with an analog setup.
So compare the image quality you've got now to an analog setup.
Right now, with just from what I remember, it doesn't seem that big of an improvement. Well, let me go behind these pillars again and see what happens. Yeah, so the breakup is very similar. It's a much more robust link. It's the best way I could describe it. I want to go back to back with my regular analog setup to see. It's better for sure, but I love the quality a lot better on with the other the 30 frames per second. The perceived lag from the frame rate is completely gone. I feel like I'm flying an analog setup in terms of latency perception. This is cool. This is definitely cool. I would want to spend a lot more time with it. In the 60 frames per second, I think the analog is just about the same, if not maybe a little bit crisper, because it's not as compressed.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So the big difference in the detail is definitely the 30 frames a second, but you've got that apparent lag feeling.
Yeah, but I feel like that perceived lag, that 30 frames per second, is something you can easily get used to.
Yeah.
It's because you're just used to seeing things moving at a faster rate. Just like when you watch FPV videos that are 60 versus 30.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of thing. So what we're doing right now is testing the Prosight digital link alongside with an analog link. So you are both relatively in the same area, but you're behind concrete right now. What are you seeing?
Just the digital noise. It's not bad.
I'm gonna go walk to Chad and ask him what he's seeing now, since you guys are both up at the same time. Do you notice any breakup or any interference with the digital?
Really, like I'm getting some breakup here anyway. It's just part and parcel with flying analog. I can't say that it's attributed to the digital, and normally you can see digital breakup pretty easily. You can spot it, and I'm not really seeing any.
So you guys are actually really close. He just followed you behind that concrete. Actually, he looks like he crashed over there.
I'm hearing crashing noise.
Yeah, you should go over there and explore that. I see a lot of dust.
Right, where is it?
He's down.
Keep going straight. Yep, underneath there.
We have reports he is down.
He's in there.
Yeah, let me see if I can zoom in. He's in there. I saw.
Didn't bring my cross trainers. I was following Chad through there, and then when I went through, the frame froze.
Oh.
I saw the tunnel gap.
Yeah.
And it was staying.
With that thing, right?
Yeah, and it stayed there, and then I was like, oh, maybe it'll free up, and then it went camera disconnected.
Yeah, it's fine.
It might simply just have been one of those situations that it didn't like it. No different to when
Exactly.
you go behind there and all of a sudden you get heaps of static.
We got Tommy and Chad and now Kanoodle
and
here.
then just some random crappy pilot. So I see that digital thing that we're talking about, but the image is so clear.
Isn't it like flying FPV for the first time?
I want to do a test. Plugging in, Tommy.
Ay, ay, ay.
Badden?
I got a little scatter, but nothing bad. Oh wait, yeah, a little scatter, but like I said.
Ready?
Oh, I lost complete feed. I lost it.
You got it back?
No, I'm lost. I don't know what's going on. I can't see anything.
Where are you?
No idea.
Now the question is, did that happen when I plugged in, or did it happen anyway?
Right when I said it is when it happened.
Were you behind some concrete when it happened?
This is why we test things, real world. So we got the Connex, which is a digital link, and when they did their testing, they did it with all digital links, which is fine. But what's going to happen in the real world is not everyone's going to jump over to the digital stuff. Some people are going to be still on the analog side, and this is what's going on right now. Is we got too many quads with analog systems up on 5.8, and it sounds like that the Connex is hitting a couple of blackout situations just depending on position of where the other ones are at. So they're actually coming out right now to retrieve the quad. We'll go ask them about it a little bit and see what they think might be happening here.
We have this theory. So Chad's running a 600 milliwatt transmitter on his quad, and he put it right next to the receiver. So the question is it blacked
he
out?
did it like right now? Is that
Right
what
now.
happened? Oh, I thought it was because we were flying.
No. He plugged it in right next to the
I
receiver.
found your photo that you
Oh.
left earlier back there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Camera
thank you. This is a really good portrait of me, actually.
Yeah, so when Chad plugged in with his 600 milliwatt right next to the receiver, camera disconnected, it said.
Oh, wow.
And then he had complete blackout, but Chad had it literally for just a...
It's like quarter of a second in and out,
In and
and
out.
it didn't come back.
And it didn't
come
retrieve?
Yeah.
Well, that's
So-
good, because now this is the type of feedback that,
Exactly.
right? Because
Yeah.
what's really going to happen is not everyone's going to jump to this digital link. They're going to have to be able to commingle for
Yeah.
at least a while before, everybody on the top.
See, my question is, was it this that caused it, or was it just something else that happened at the same time?
Let's redo it. Can we redo the test?
That's what we want to do.
Yeah, let's redo the test.
You know what? Nothing?
Telemetry recovered.
Nothing at all so far.
Okay.
RF signal low. Telemetry low.
RF signal is low, telemetry is low.
Okay.
How about now?
Telemetry
Yep, little
recovered.
glitch, but it was fine.
Okay, plugging in again.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry
Still got it?
Nothing, everything's fine. But okay, it lost it. Lost
Okay.
it.
And is it back again?
Nope, nothing right
RF
now.
signal low.
Wait, I
Telemetry
think this.
lost.
No, there it is. It's back now.
Telemetry
I got a little
recovered.
glitch, but it's nothing at all.
I don't think it's this.
No, but the problem was when I went through the first time,
Yeah.
I wasn't even
Telemetry
behind.
lost.
I was still on this side of the concrete.
Yeah. I don't think it's this. I think that happened at whatever happened at the same time as me plugging in.
Oh my goodness, what in the world? I'm in a 16 by 9, a true 16 by 9 field of view while I'm flying is what's incredible.
That just took off next to you. So let's see if did that give you any interruption at all?
No.
Oh wow. Okay. But
Okay, no.
he's not on the same system. But either way, we're trying to figure out whether or not we're getting interruption from the other quads, and it doesn't seem like we really are.
Right. How short was I?
1 foot.
Oh, that's like literally a foot.
Can you explain why you have to go all the way last? Like
Because
the very end?
I'm an individual.
No, it's because in Australia, the toilet flushes the opposite way, so they have to wipe with the other hand too. So now you gotta fly with your right hand,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We got Chad behind the Prosight.
Well, I'm certainly not feeling any lag. I'm on the 60 at the moment.
Okay. So thoughts
And-
on the video quality?
Yeah, the video quality, yeah, like you said, slightly better than the analog. I am noticing a bit of breakup, like the pixelation out in the open. So I don't know if that's the other quads there. Like right there, I'm just getting some there. So I mean, it's nothing terrible, and it's probably, if I'm honest, easier to fly through than the static.
Right, because it's just what happens is it just gets pixelated
Yeah.
versus analog. You see noise static.
Yeah. I'd have to fly it some more, but at this stage, I would say I'm not feeling lag.
Should I switch it to 30?
Yeah, chuck it over to 30. That's what I'm really interested in. No, I didn't feel any lag. When it was pixelating a bit, it was actually easy to fly through with the static, but I did get a couple of times there it was pixelating a lot and it sort of went still image for a second, and that was kind of a little bit disconcerting.
Sure. I think a little bit of that is just because we're just not used to that type of noise.
Yeah. I think my issue is I don't like the field of view. It seems very, very narrow on the...
Up and down?
Up.
Vertical?
Yeah. So I was struggling to hover. And when I went really fast, I didn't have enough field of view to go really fast. And my current setup with the wide lens that I use, I can hover no worries and I can fly full throttle without gaining any altitude. So to me, the field of view is not right for what I want to do.
Let's throw 30 frames per second and see what happens.
Now this is cool. If we could get this with the right field of view, without any lag, with decent distance, no breakup, and I'm talking about totally...
Don't go any lower.
Okay, yeah.
You want a bite?
No.
Here, go ahead. Take
No.
a bite. Take a
No.
bite. Right there.
No.
Take a bite.
Okay. Ready?
All right.
Here we go. I'm about to fly into someone's face. Oh yeah.
Much bigger difference, right?
Yeah. The view looks amazing. The view looks absolutely amazing. If I was flying a wing, or I was flying a Phantom or an Inspire or something like that, that would be fantastic. But this, I'm actually almost getting motion sickness, I think. Fast movements, it feels like jittery. Like, it's like you're losing frames. It's not, you're not, but it's just the slower frame rate. I will say though, I'm actually getting better reception now, so I wonder whether or not those other quads were the ones that were affecting me. Proximity in 30 frames a second is just not going to happen on my watch. It's very disorientating. It just feels weird. Weird. It looks fantastic though, and what you're saying about the wide dynamic range, you can go out here, it looks clear, turn around, you can see inside, it's instant. Where's the sun? Yeah, that's fantastic. That is so nice.
What about a roll? Because you're seeing wider. You know what I mean?
The roll is, it's just any fast movement you get. Oh, whoa, okay, I'm out of power. It's not really first generation, but let's call it first generation. It's damn impressive. I don't want to say it's gimmicky at the moment because it's not, but for what I fly, it's not quite there. For 30 frames a second, to me that's not really, you can't, I would struggle to race with it, I would struggle to do freestyle with it. But the 60 flies really nice.
I feel like I'd have to fly it like for a while before I can really
You'd have to
form an
have the
opinion.
setup for yourself.
Hey, welcome to the end of today's episode.
Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you really enjoyed what you saw, please like, subscribe, comment, and also if you guys want to see us play around with Prosight a little bit more, doing maybe distance tests, multiple units flying together, seeing how they actually cooperate together in real world situations, please put it in the comments. If you guys want to see that, then we'll try and make it happen.
Yep, and today was just a quick real-world practicality kind of testing. What are the little quirks? If you want a more in-depth technical review, our friends over at DroneFlux have a YouTube channel called Elevate, so check that out. Yep. And I think that's it.
I think that's pretty much it. Tommy, we're at this really cool location. I want to thank all the guys we've been flying with today. We've only burned a couple of packs. I want to get in there and fly some more before it gets too dark.
Let's get to it.
Because we got to come back here more often. Hopefully I don't kill anything. Guys, we're going to get out of here. Thank you very much. We'll catch you next time. Let's go. Toodaloo.